Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're going to start setting the logs in the pond. Now we did have a little trickle of rain this morning, but it was just enough to knock the dust down. I don't think it actually wet much of the ground. So we should be able to get the backhoe out around the pond without making too much of a mess today. And yesterday we worked on staging the logs around the pond close to the areas that we're going to need them. And I'm not quite sure if we have enough, but we should be pretty close. If not, there's still a little bit more we can take from the pile over here. Huh, pup, we're still getting a nice fragrance off these hyacinths. And the color's beautiful. The broilers are all still in the shed brooder box, and it looks like everybody else is kind of taking a nap right now. Dabbles and mumbles sitting together. It should be a pretty decent day, and I'll have a little bit of time here with my dad's help, so we'll see how much we can get done. And we're going to start on the far side of the pond and work our way back. Because right now the spillway is dry, but I'm thinking once we start setting these logs in the pond, we're going to start spilling over again. And I know we're going to make more of a mess, but hopefully we can get it fixed up and get some dirt back in there before the grass really starts to grow back. Either way, we have to get these logs in the pond because they're going to be sitting on the shelf just below the tarp on the dam. Now just below the curve of the dam, there is a shelf that I'm hoping the rocks are going to be able to sit on. But to help those rocks stay in place and keep them from rolling down the shelf, we're going to be setting these logs there first. And with the logs sitting on the shelf, I'm thinking the rocks are going to stack a lot nicer and get up the steeper hill of the dam. So we're going to have to wait and see if that works. But today we're going to get the logs in place. Pop. Good job, Rufio. We're not moving all that, pup. I see you, big wings. Before we head out there, we're going to take out one more log. We're going to get this one. This is going to be the first one we need to try and set. What are you doing, bud? I'm not moving all that. We're working on a different wood pile. If the snake's in there, leave it go. We're working on this wood pile today. Can't help you, Pop. Not moving it. You knocked my whole pile over. Careful, Pop. I don't know how deep where that drops off.
stick with a hook?
I think it's right there.
You want my wooden stick with a hook?
Your wooden stick doesn't have a hook.
It hasn't.
It has an elbow. It's not a hook.
Well, it still hooks toward that straight stick you got.
Well, I'm not trying to stick it. I was just trying to locate it. Could have been bad. Alright, I was able to get the claw out. This time we're going to hook it and clamp it so the chain doesn't come loose again. Can't afford to lose this in the pond. Now it's not going exactly to plan. I was hoping these were going to sit on the shelf without being too buoyant that they floated. But as you can see, most of these are starting to float before they hit the shelf. So just thinking quickly, I put some stakes out there so they didn't float away. Hopefully they start sucking in that water and they just sink down into the shelf and settle. That is the plan as we go along here. So we're just going to continue to set the logs and then hopefully they get waterlogged here and settle where they should. And before we put stone on these, we want to make sure everything's settled and in place so it doesn't just float down into the water. All right, Echo Pup, we got all the logs set in place around the dam. Well, pretty much set in place. They are kind of floating here, but I have them staked in so they stay close to the edge, and hopefully whenever they soak up that water, they'll float right down to that edge. I just want to look at this spot over here, see if there's one more log we can set. I'm thinking it's going to be right here. Oh, it's wet. It's wet over here. I'm thinking we can set another one right here on this edge. I just need to see how long it is. About 3-ish strides, maybe 4. Let me see if we have a good log for it. Pup, what do you think? This is kind of working out. I did think about pumping enough water out so we could go down to the shelf, but that's a lot of water. So we're just gonna let nature take its course and soak into these logs and let them sink and settle. It's gonna be a minute till I can get stone on here. Oh, this big one's floating. I'm gonna have to push that one back into place. Will this one work? That might be good enough right there for that end piece. Pup. Yeah, we'll just take that other one from the corner.
Okay.
The one on bottom. Yeah, take it out there. One on bottom. Pup, you're just trying to find shade, aren't you? We got the last log set. My dad's gonna do a little bit of grading behind the pond, try and get the water to run in the way we want it to. And I gotta go check on Maverick, so we'll be right back. Pop. And we are back, Pop. We have Maverick now. Try and keep an eye on him. And we'll go out and see what my dad got done. I'm gonna have to find some more solid stakes to put in here. I just put in some garden bamboo stakes to hold these logs from floating away. But I think I'm gonna need something a little bit more substantial before we get our next storm. Pop. But so far so good. They're being held in place by the stakes that I have in right now. This big one does need a second one because it is starting to shift over. But this could take a long time for these logs to sink. I don't need them to sink all the way down, so I don't really need 3 weeks to a month for these to sink. I just need them to get enough weight to where they settle on the shelf right below them. Stay here, Mav. Don't get too close. Looks like he's spreading some topsoil around here. Looking good behind the pond. Trying to get that water to flow towards the hay bale and not wrap all the way around the pond like it was. Don't get all muddy, Mav. But it would be nice to get some more topsoil over here on this green to raise it up a little bit. I think that's what he's gonna bring over now. I need to raise this green up a little bit, and we want it to slope towards the pond, so all the water coming down Goat Mountain and landing on it actually runs into the pond, helping fill it. So in both corners, having all that water come down, we're gonna have to make little spillways and fill them with rocks just like we're gonna do on that side. And we definitely need to add more rock over here too. Maverick! Hey Mav, come here. Come here. Come on. Come here, Mav. Don't need you getting in the way, boy. Don't dig up my grass on the dam either. And don't try and touch those logs, you pup. I didn't put your vest on yet. But he's gonna add more topsoil over here, and once he gets it evened out, we can get some more grass to grow. Oh, that sun. Gorgeous.
You want topsoil on that grass?
Yeah. Yeah, we had grass starting to come up there, but we're gonna have to cover it up because we need to raise this up, and that doesn't have topsoil on it yet. So it is growing, but it's not really growing where I want it to. Gotta raise it up. Need some topsoil on there so it doesn't dry out immediately whenever we don't get rain. Huh, pups? Good boys. All right, I'm gonna see if I have some more solid stakes to put in here and hold these logs in place. Don't fall in the water, boyo. No, 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 no. Don't do it. And the plan is, once this is all done and all the rocks are in place, the logs should pretty much disappear. That's the plan, at least. Doing, Mav. Yeah, we'll make you a play area too. Well, my dad needs to head out. He's got another job to take care of. But I think we were able to get everything done. We're just gonna leave these logs just as they are so they can soak up some more water, hopefully get heavy enough to sit on the shelf that's just underneath them. We got some topsoil on the golf green and behind the pond, as well as framing in the garden bed behind the pond. This area that we put the logs around is only about 2 feet deep, so we'll be able to put some water plants in there. I don't know if we'll go with cattails, but they might end up in there anyway. Now, Mav, stay within the stakes, bud. It drops off. Good puppy. And that's also going to help keep the water flowing the way we want it to, instead of having this whole side get washed out every time it rains. We still have the spillway that's going to spill over whenever the pond is full, but this is definitely going to take care of a lot of the water that's running across the surface. And now that we have the logs in place, all we need is the stone. Oh, it's getting windy, Pop. And it might take a little while to get that stone because we're gonna need a lot of it and it's not gonna be that cheap. Huh, Pop? I'm not even sure how much we're gonna need yet. But hey, let me know what you guys think's gonna happen down below. You're so good looking. You know just where to be for a good picture. Good boy. Birds are singing. And the geysers blowing. Gorgeous. Huh, Pop? Alright guys, that's going to be all for this one. We're taking care of this pond project piece by piece. And if you want to keep following along, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit that like button before you leave and you can see me and Echo Pop on the next one. Thanks for watching. Good boy.